The Certificate in Business Administration program provides a new approach to business education, one that is radically different and fits this new online and global reality. The best way to understand something new is to experience it if possible, see how it works, rather than listen to long explanations. Watch how Elite Electronic Engineering use this new set of management tools to build a strategic planning process that quickly turns strategy into innovation and improvement. Listen to Jake Fanning and Kevin Halpin, who are engineers at Elite, as they take you through this long experience in about 5 minutes. So first of all, Kevin, what made you decide that an ongoing innovation process was necessary at a 60-year-old engineering firm like Elite?
Well, Ed, our customers come from a wide range of industries that are technology-driven with constant change, and many other industries are incorporating electronic components where they've never existed before. This all presents a lot of opportunities, and we want to make sure that we're staying ahead of those trends to best serve our customers. It can also help us identify new customers. Being engineers, we wanted to create a more disciplined approach to generating new ideas for products and services and evaluating them against our core competencies and capabilities. And we want everyone to be involved in the process while still performing their everyday tasks. Our goal is to create a sort of company-wide R&D department.
And to add on to that, Kevin, the traditional R&D approach assigns a specific party with the sole purpose of trend prediction, but in a niche company like ours, we don't want to dedicate personnel to complete this task. We'd rather have all our employees constantly scanning for potential projects and improvements. The two main factors that come into play with this strategy are motivating employees to actually follow through with these projects and the process of determining which projects will be successful as quickly as possible.
Well, that sounds good. Where did you guys start to define your strategy for this process?
Well, this was certainly new territory for us, and the CBAP program provided a lot of tools to guide us in the right direction. First, we started with the balanced scorecard for a high-level view. The goals are to grow sales and capture new customer segments. Then it all starts with our people, who are working in the lab with customers every day. Those interactions yield a lot of information, but it needs to be captured and shared to be valuable to us. We also want to motivate people to bring their own ideas forward. This is where the innovation process comes in to formally review and evaluate the ideas and eventually implement the best ones. Our customers benefit from new relevant products and services, increased convenience and efficiency in their interactions with us, and we can engage in more parts of their value chain. We use the basic strategic planning framework to outline the process, starting with the ongoing idea generation part, which use several tools we learned during CBAP to quickly identify the most promising ideas. With an idea in hand, the next step is to bring all the pieces together, like the value proposition, customer segments, costs, and revenues on the business model canvas, which is a very important tool for us in our process. If the idea still looks promising after this more in-depth analysis, then it's time to implement and launch the idea. Throughout this process, the strategic focus of delivering more efficiency, relevancy, and expertise to our customers helps to guide our decision-making.
So, how have you applied this process so far, Kevin?
Well, we first started down this path during my time in CBAP, which was in the fall of 2013. I had an idea for a new product, but no clue how to launch it with any chance of success. So this is the first iteration of our process, which led to our pre-told iPad application for the military aviation market. Then in the next class, we had another team working on a way to improve communication with customers during their testing projects here in the lab. They defined a prototype and are currently testing it for viability. During his session, Jake focused on refining this continuous innovation process and rolling it out for the rest of the company.
So
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I was going to continue on with what Kevin was saying. When I became involved with this CBAP course, I first asked around our company to see what people had already done, and I found most of these projects were either completed or they were attempted and kind of put to the side. I didn't see many people actively working on new project pitches, nor did I see any real way to easily voice my project idea or someone's project idea. After talking with Kevin and Ed here, it occurred to me that Elite's biggest benefit were our people, and I knew we were able to improve our company but the process seemed a little weak. That's when I decided to focus on starting a modern R&D process.
So how does this new approach to traditional R&D work then?
Well, this process is fairly straightforward, but before you get to the process, definitely the biggest hurdle will be motivating employees to see that the process can be improved and actually working towards that goal. A few ideas we've had to drive employees are to reward them through a bonus at the end of the year or a type of profit or savings sharing process. Once we get past this motivating factor, then the evaluation process comes in handy. The first step in this process will have employees fill out a document found on our local network, which will define their project idea, where the idea originated, what potential benefits it can have, and any personal research that they've done. Once they complete that, they'll bring the idea up during a monthly leadership meeting we have, and the group members will decide if it should be a yes, let's continue with this, no, or maybe let's put this to the side and think about it at a different time. Once a project would make it past this first stage, we'd either assign that employee or other employees to further research this plan and use the lean tools we've learned at CBAP, such as a goal-guided SWOT analysis, an adjacency map, a business model canvas. There's many other tools that we can use that we've learned in the class. This pitch will occur, the next pitch, which was the final pitch, will occur after the project has confidently been analyzed, and again, during a leadership meeting, the group will determine if a project leader and resources should be assigned to this new project. Some projects will definitely be more involved with others, but this should be able to weed out some good ideas, some not so good ideas, and maybe something we should look at in the future.
All right. Now, how does your online presence tie into your strategy and decision making here?
We know from customer surveys that our website is the main access point for most people and the main method for new customers to find us. Using tools like Google Analytics, we can easily see how people find us and what they're looking for. So we spend time each month updating our website. We also use monthly email newsletters to drive traffic to the website, and online surveys are a good way to find out what is important to our customers and their changing priorities. Social media is another channel for sharing knowledge and engaging with our customers as well as our employees. Whenever possible, we want to inform our decisions with real data. On the internet, there are mountains of data at your fingertips, and it's a valuable resource in finding and substantiating opportunities if you look in the right places. You can create a dashboard for any product, service, or industry, and this is mine for military aviation. It includes traditional news sources and publications, along with reputable blogs and social media feeds from industry professionals, and sites covering government procurement so I can see how the military is spending money. I use existing tools like Flipboard and Feedly to aggregate all of this data so that I can assess the market with just 10 minutes every day.
So, Kevin and Jake, how did you learn how to do all this?
Well, through the CBAP program, we learned a host of tools to create this disciplined approach to our continuous innovation process. We apply lean principles to the evaluation by testing early to validate ideas, use measurable online marketing to inform our decisions, and try to constrain our schedules to conserve resources. As a small company, we can't afford a dedicated R&D team, but we also can't afford to stand still. So with a defined process and a little effort from everyone, we can be ready for the future.
And as Kevin said, CBAP has taught us some extremely valuable tools for quick and lean project analysis. Elite here is growing pretty quickly, and the traditional R&D method is really becoming extinct. A company has to be able to roll with the ever-changing trends and technology advancements, so this process seems very fitting for our situation. Without the tools that we've learned in CBAP, this continued innovation process would be very lacking. Thanks for having us, Ed, and mostly thanks for helping Elite.
So in conclusion, you've had a quick experience of the whole Certificate in Business Administration program from these two engineers, and it comes down to the fact that every company today needs to build a corporate culture that is entrepreneurial and that it sees rapid change, which is out there constantly, as an opportunity and not a threat. The confidence needed from this comes from having this new management toolkit. The Certificate in Business Administration program is the only program with this proven approach.